welcome to Pagan Crafting. I'm your hostess, Kara. Today we're going to make some pagan ornaments, a little bit of crafting with nature. We're going to be pulling different pagan symbols and ancient symbols from many different cultures, such as Celt, Pictish, Egyptian, I Ching, Ogham, ancient Greece, ancient European. We're going to have some fun here today. We're going to pull out some symbols here. Stick with me today and let us enjoy some pagan crafting. So the supplies that we're going to need today are various size of paintbrushes, a pencil, a Sharpie, twine, scissors, different wood cookies that have a hole drilled out, many different types of colors. Just grab them all. If you have so many, just grab one of each and have some fun here with me today. I have no idea what colors we're going to use today, so let's just grab them all and let's have some fun. So let's start off with a little bit of inspiration. My old book, one of my original book of shadows, I am obsessed with symbols. I am obsessed with sigils. If you haven't seen a lot of my sigils on the show here, but I love ancient symbols and collecting them and studying them and learning about them. So a lot of the beginning of my book was dedicated to that. So looking through my book, I find even some ancient Pictish runes that we might use here. I'm going to use success here. There's some other ones here. I see blessing, sigil, rebirth. We could use some Viking runes here today. We could also use some Theban lettering. That's super cool too. You can put chakra symbols, astrology symbols, planetary symbols. Bind runes would be really cool to use for some Yule decorations. So I have some examples here of the Ogham 3 runes here. Blessing with the blue, yellow with the star of protection, and the purple with the goddess symbol. So a lot of these, what I've chosen, I'm going to use color coordination. I like a lot of color symbolism in my magical works and my crafting, and it really, really means a lot to me. Even if you look at color psychology, what they use in marketing or to calm a person, relax a person, fire up a person, it's all those different colors are going to resonate in different ways. So I'm going to use the red here. Now the red is going to be for the Ankh, so it's going to symbolize life, blood. It's going to symbolize vital energy, strength, passion, courage, action, lust, and charisma. Now the first couple that I'm going to be making 2 of each color, because I'm going to be putting all the symbols for the elements as well as the elemental I Ching symbols, and I'm also going to be using all the seasonal symbols using the elemental colors as well. So red for fire, blue for water, yellow with a touch of brown for air, and the greens for earth. And as you notice, as I'm starting to build out the colors, you'll see that I've drawn a symbol beside each wood cookie. And that's the symbol I'm going to be using correspond. I wound up wanting to correspond the color with the symbol. And we're going to let these dry for a little bit here, and we'll be able to have magic of YouTube land. They're all dried and ready to rock. Now you can draw them on with pencil, any of your symbols. Most of these I can freehand, but I didn't want to freehand a circle, so I thought I'd just give that a little sketch on there. So in this case, this is not the Taurus symbol, this is a symbol for the god or gods. I have this symbol for the goddess, and I thought I would be balancing out and make sure I have this symbol for the divine masculine we have out there to represent. Now, a neat little trick when you're doing your circles, no matter the size, if you could do it in 3 lines, that is an old trick for paintings, old trick for sign painting. If you could rock it in 3 different lines, your circle would be a lot tighter and more symmetrical. There, we got something to represent the boys now. Now this one I put on with a Sharpie. It was sufficient for what I did then, but now I would like to match these symbols up with my new ones that I'm making today. So I'm gonna thicken up my previous 4. This is the triple moon, the triple goddess symbol. The maiden, the mother, and the crone. This is a symbol for blessings. I chose blue here with this one for stability, for self-sufficiency, for emotional balance, friendship. I chose it for good communication, for calmness, creativity, and forgiveness. Now the red here is for the Ankh. This is for the lifeblood I was telling you about. Now it started to leak here, so I quickly dabbed it off camera before it ran too far. Had to go on with a little bit of a thicker white. I thinned it out too much. Now I chose red because red is for the lifeblood and the Ankh is for vital life. Now our next one is a symbol for money. So of course I'm going to choose green for that. So it's money and growth, money coming towards me. It's good to have for the coming year, so I like to invoke that. What the ancient pagans would do, they would draw symbols and what they would like to have for the new year. And they would hang these symbols on the tree. Now this one is a Uchat. It's the Eye of Mad, Eye of Horus, Eye of Thoth, and Eye of Ra. It's actually 4 different gods, well 3 gods, 1 goddess, that represents the Uchat. It's more commonly known as the Eye of Ra or the Eye of Horus, but it's a protection symbol I'd like for my home. And this one is Egyptian. The next one is the witch charm. Definitely got to have that. A little bit more difficult to freehand, so I thought I'd quickly sketch that one on. It's not completely straight, but I'll straighten that all up when I go to paint it on. And I chose purple and red for this one. For the purple is the influence, the psychic abilities, wisdom, authority, knowledge. And the red again is that strength, that courage, that vital energy, passion. And if you want to go with a little bit of burgundy or maroon, what we have in this too, that also represents strength, ambition, creativity, and excitement. Now this one is the symbol of the female trinity. Not only for me this represents a sisterhood, but this to me also represents my mother, myself, and my daughter, which would also be the tri-moon, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. That would probably be a good representation for us at all. But I do prefer this with our pagan Irish Celt background. I thought this is suiting. Now our next one that we have here is for healing and health. Now normally it would be possibly green would be really good, but that's growth, healing, health, money as well. But I chose a blue for this for a calming, relaxing. I was thinking mental health for this one. Choosing the purple, a psychic color, a spirituality, imagination, wisdom. Influences psychic abilities, authority. Sometimes it represents a hidden knowledge, as well as devotion, justice, and ancient wisdom. Now this is a symbol of protection that I'm laying down on this one, because I like the influence of a protective year for my home. Now this one I chose, I made a violet and a royal blue. The blue is for stability, loyal, confidence. It represents communication, also could represent traveling, but I'm using it for inspiration, calm, creativity. That's a symbol for the Pictish symbol for success. Now this is a symbol, it's like a double whammy for love. All in all is a symbol for marriage, but I would like to invoke love in the next year to come. Marriage is a little too soon for me, but I'm just using this symbol as an ancient symbol for love. And pinks are used for the love oneself, others, and romance, romantic love, emotional healing, friendship, caring, and nurturing. Yellows are used for warmth, positivity, and energy. This is a symbol for spirituality. The next one that I do, it represents rebirth. I wound up making them both going the same way. One spiral was supposed to go one way, one's supposed to go the other, so I wound up repainting it just shortly after this. We have a little bit of orange in here with the yellows. Now the gold also represents compassion, courage, a magical wisdom. The yellows are joy, positivity, the vigor of remembrance, the intellect, while the orange is abundance, warmth, determination, success. Also, orange is an attraction color, and the other symbol represents rebirth. Now what I have here, I've done all the symbols for the seasons. I've also done, you see in the triangles, all the symbols for the elements to match the color. On the back of those, I have the I Ching symbols to coordinate with those elements as well. I wish to remember how to read those again, so I thought I'd put them on my pagan ornaments this year just to help me start remembering again and start learning. I haven't used divination with I Ching in many years, and I would like to start using the coins again. It's fascinating practice. So using the twine and rocking in the holes there, we have Bell, Magica TV Land, YouTube Land, everything is all done. I'm really, really happy with these and how they turned out. I'm quite pleased. And the symbol for water. And the symbol for fire. So cool. I definitely had a great time making these. Throw me down a like up, subscribe, ring that bell so you can join me again for the next pagan craft. And I had such a great time hanging out with you today. It has been a pleasure. Have yourself an absolutely magical day.